And guys, I'm trying to go live also on Patreon at the same time, but I'm not sure if it's actually doing that. So we will see. This is Itoja Channel. This is my, one of the other pages that I have that I hardly ever use. But for now on, I'm going to be going live on this channel. This is my business channel, one of the business channels. And I'm so excited and I'm praising AHAYAH for this opportunity that I'm finally, utilizing my businesses here in Jordan. So I am just elated, guys. I'm going global, international. Praise AHAYAH. I have international businesses. So this will be, I told you, travel. I told you entertainment and Hebrewizm. I'm going to use it for these different things, and I will try to blog about it and give my experience of what's it like, trying to do business internationally, going global. I'm internationally now, brothers and sisters. It's about time. I've been here for all these years, and I had not been able to like work on the things like my businesses like I wanted to because I was so wrapped up in what I was doing for the Most High. And I believe now He's letting me, move on to a next phase, which is preparation. And I have been talking about preparation because I've been buying food and, getting things prepared. But also, when the COVID happened and how everything just stood still and you couldn't do nothing, it really made me understand that we had to get ready. Like, there's no plan, and whatever needs to be done, because I was like, even though I'm here in the land and I was preparing and I've been buying things like generators, solar panels, and buying food. When COVID hit, I was like, oh my gosh, Most High, I'm not ready. I'm still wasn't ready, because being out in this wilderness and really seeing and understanding what what is needed. Understand? And even though I was preparing, I was still doing it in my own time. And it was like a wake up call for me. Like when COVID hit, it was definitely like a sign for me as well. So along with me urging brothers and sisters, come out, come out, come out, come out of Babylon, come out of Babylon, come out of Babylon. And me preparation. When COVID hit, it really made me see that, listen, the Most High is not playing. He gave now, like right now, everything is back to normal here in Jordan. Now, I don't know what's going on in the States, and that's what I wanted to kind of ask brothers and sisters if anybody comes on, because I never use this channel, so I don't know if I'll get people to come on, but I really wanted to find out like what's going on in the States and how are people adjusting. Right now you don't have to enter Jordan. You don't need the test. You don't need the jab. You don't need the test. You can come without. But I'm not sure if that's what's going on in America. I think in order to get to America, you still have to be fully vaccinated and you have to have the COVID test and the jab, I believe. But praise the higher here, it's not needed. And even though, like when you're going into certain buildings and things like that, they will ask you for it, but then they won't ask you for it. So, shalom, Ak, shalom, highest prophet, Babakaya. How are you, brother? Yes, I'm going live on the channel, and I hopefully I'm going live also on Patreon, but I'm not sure. So we'll see. But praise the higher, brother. I didn't think anybody could yeah, I don't usually use this page. So praise the higher for coming on and joining me. But I'm talking about doing business here in Jordan. I'm in my office finally, and it's still is I have to get a lot of things together, but finally I'm got age, and I didn't even expect to be doing this. Actually, this is just something that preparing. I have been setting myself up to do. my online business. I give all glory. You said, I did see you on until I scrolled down. Oh, no, this is my connection. Where's my internet? Hold on. Oh, here we go. Oh, I hope it don't go out. Hold on. Give me a second, okay? Hold on. Let me, because my internet maybe going down because it wasn't plugged in. Okay, so brother, is there any questions you want to ask? Because I basically wanted to talk about doing business here and what's that you guys. I'm gonna document my process. Right now, I've set up my companies in the states, and I'm in the process of setting up my companies here now. So normally you're not allowed to as an American, just you can't set up businesses. You have to have a business partner and someone who will have majority of the stake in the company. Actually, they're not going to just allow you just open up companies and things like that. So that's the issue. Luckily, because of the length of time that I've been here, I've been able to, I had some good relationships with good people that I've learned over the years to trust. And 14 years is a long time. I have some good friends, and I had a chance to watch people and see how they do things and this and that, so you can trust, because it's really hard to like give more than 50%, excuse me, to anybody of your business. You understand? So I wouldn't really recommend, doing this with people like you don't really know, or you just met, you knew for a couple of years, because what I find here in Jordan is that these businesses, they go up and come down very fast. Like you'll see, like, I'll give you an example that I may have gone to a store over for a couple of years because this is where I get a certain product. And then all of a sudden it's packed up and it's gone, you know? Oh, I'm going. Oh, that's my phone. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Okay, let me just not take it because I don't want to get messed up. Okay, so yeah, so these businesses will go up and then they'll be moved very fast. Like within a month, if somebody doesn't pay, their bills or their rent, then they will no longer be there. So if you put money or time or invest in something with someone, and then come to find out that it's no longer there, the business isn't there, then you're messed up. So you really gotta learn who you're dealing with and trust who you're dealing with. And that's in any situation. It's not just, here in Jordan, that's anywhere, even in life and even in America. You have to be careful of what you do and who you trust. And what I find is that a lot of the people, foreigners, believe that Americans are rich. So they think that you just got money to just kind of like give away because of all the propaganda that they see on the TVs of how, America do things. And to them, we are rich because we do splurge, we are spoiled, and we do have a lot of advantages there. So they look at it as, anybody who's coming from America, you're rich. So that's, those kind of little trials you may have to go through. But definitely, in Jordan here, I'm so thankful and I'm praising the Most High for this opportunity to now, move into this phase so that we, can start preparing on a higher level and doing things on a higher level. Because anytime you're doing business, the stakes are higher, the advantages are higher. Dealing with business is, 100 times better. So praise the higher. And now that we have someone here, because I'm here now, and I can try and help other people as they come. But I'm going to be very leery because I've dealt with a lot of Israelites coming here, and I find that with our people, we don't, from what I've seen, and this is just my opinion, I love Israel, and my whole objective is to be here to help Israel. That's what this is all about. But what I find is that I have to be very careful with who I trust, even with our people coming out of Babylon, because everyone doesn't necessarily keep their word. They don't follow through. They don't say and do the things that they say they're going to do. And if you can't just go on face value of what people say their intentions are than what they actually show you and what they do. So I've learned, little wisdom, praise the higher with travel, you get some wisdom, and that just in me dealing with people overall, just learning not to really, I look at people and watch what they do and what they say, and that's how I can gauge, not just basing things on what people say they want to do or what they willing to do, because they'll come here and they won't do anything, nothing that they say they are going to do. They will do nothing that they say they're going to do. Praise AHAYAH. Well, praise AHAYAH. I see you, brother. You said you're trying to work on your visa. That's a blessing. you know so yeah. And brother, I wanted to ask you, because I was just talking, like, what's going on in Babylon? Can you travel without any vaccines, and I have to watch what I say, without the jab? Can you do these things? Baba Kaya, can because I'm not sure, and I haven't heard anything lately. But here in Jordan, at least you can come in and you can travel out without it. But I'm not sure what's going on in America, like if it's clear yet, or what are they saying, or what are they doing. But either here nor there, I'm sure Ahaya's going to make a way, and I pray that he's making a way so that our brothers and sisters can come out, and that this is what this is about. Preparing our brothers and sisters when they do come out, things that they can do, either work. And I've been putting up in Patreon, listings of jobs, which are, well, I need to do some more today. And I will, let me see, I'm not sure about the traveling without vax. I'll check on that. Okay. Yeah, let me know, because I'm not sure what brothers and sisters are able to do right now. And for those who are not in America, like there's a lot of people who are outside of America, Jordan is free and clear and open. You can come, you can get here, and you don't have to have the jab or anything like that, no test or nothing. And that's a blessing. Sometimes when you're going into certain government buildings, they're still asking, but you can say to them, like, oh, I thought it was finished. And they'll probably say, okay, because they passed it, through the government. But some of the buildings are still kind of asking people for, different cards and things like that. But overall, when I go into the supermarket and things like that, they have been asking. They asked the Jordanians to show, but when I go to them and I'll be like, "Oh, I thought it was finished," they go, "Okay, go. I have your number. I can call you anytime you should have mine." Yes, but I was trying to tell you on Skype, you can call me and I can call you, because I got free minutes to call America. But when you call me on Skype and send those messages, I don't respond anymore, because it's eating up the credits like every time. So that's why I don't respond anymore. But I see your messages. I just don't respond because it eats up my Skype credit. Okay. But yes, and you can call me, and I can call you for free if you send me your number. If you want me like to talk about something, like specifically, I can call you. Just send me your landline number and I can call, and it's free. Praise the high. But the Skype thing, I can't really text you back and all that stuff, because I have to put the Skype credit on there, and it just eats it up every time I send any little message, an emoji, because you don't have Skype, because you don't have Skype downloaded on your phone. Now, if you get Skype downloaded to your phone, it's free, and then we can conversate back and forth. I could send you text messages. Even I have a Skype chat that I can bring you into, but because you're not you don't have Skype downloaded, I can't even invite you into the chat. Okay, sis, I'm glad you still have it. Oh yes, I still have it. Okay, so now I wanted to talk about, so what I'm going to concentrate on is building my companies internationally in Jordan. And I'll be doing stuff in Egypt as well, because I'm going to be building Itoja Entertainment. Praise AHAYAH. I told you entertainment is going to be based on music, of course. And how I got into that is me just being a musician. And what, part of me having two and three jobs here in Jordan, one of the jobs were me singing in hotels. And I've got, very familiar with a few booking agencies and managers and things like that. So I was able to do a lot of hotel work, some five-star hotels, weddings, banquets, and they have very big weddings here. So that's been a blessing, being able to connect on that level. And it wasn't easy, it took me a couple of years to get to that because me being a singer, I was just an R&B singer. I was just focusing on my craft, and me being a singer songwriter, I was just focusing on the music that I wrote, produced, and sang. When I came to first Egypt, when I was in Egypt and then coming to Jordan, I had to learn all the music, you know, pop music, jazz, oldies and the currents. I had to re-educate myself on all the up-to-date music so that I will be able to sing in the hotels and do, work in different genres because they like oldie but goodies. They like jazz. They're more internationally based in music. They like different types of music. So when you perform and you have to be able to sing all these different songs. So it took me a long time to get my music together so that I would be able to perform. But it did start when I was in Egypt. I started learning different songs and trying to prepare myself in that way because when I was in Egypt is when I also was starting to work in hotels as well. But once I left Egypt, I had to start all over again when I came to Jordan. So that's one of my businesses is that I will be doing shows and concerts, and I will be also working with artists in who are outside of Jordan and Egypt to come over to perform. So that's really exciting for me, doing concert and these kind of shows because eventually, I'm doing the Runaway Slave Tour. That's my main objective, and that's for truth music and brothers and sisters who are, singing about the Most High and this awakening. But I have to, you got to take baby steps and you got to, move into that. So that's what's one part of my business. Okay. The other one is I told you travel, which you guys know. I am affiliated with a few travel companies here. And although it wasn't my focus, that's why I wasn't really set up as a travel agent. I was just, working in a travel agency and I learned a lot about the land and the, countries on the outskirts and how to like, put packages together and things like that. So now I'm at that point where I can facilitate, help do tours, help, I can I always was able to help people get tickets and, find places to stay and hotels. I can do that with no problem. But, now I'm going to do it more or less for myself and for, I told you, travel, opposed to just, designated it to another company and things like that. So I'm really excited about that. Going global, baby. I'm so excited about international and doing things on a global level. And because this far exceeds my expectations, thinking that I was always going to be like doing things in America. Now I can do things internationally and working on putting everything in place business wise to open up, these venues. And I'm so excited. I know it's a blessing from the Most High. Praise AHAYAH Bahasham Yeshai Wakadashawak. And lastly, you guys know about Hebrewizm. Hebrewizm is my clothing line company. And I do all kinds of things, not just clothes, but, books. And I do, oils and lotions and perfumes and mud mask and, all these kind of things, curtains and, just all kinds of things I'm selling. And I'm just, really getting my foot. I had to set the website for a couple of years, but I had to, tweak it and get everything going, get the main distributors that I was going to work with. I don't know who is this. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm so like excited about all these things. So it's gonna be a lot because I'm trying to do three companies at once. And I know it's best to probably focus on one at a time. But I've been doing little, each of them in its own way, pushing everything along. And I don't really feel like we have enough time to be really just concentrating on one thing. I'm praying and I'm thankful that Ahaya opened up this thing where the COVID thing has come to a lull here in Jordan. So I'm able to move around and get some more things done. So that's why I'm taking this opportunity to kind of knock these things out and in way, kind of build capital, build more money so that we can do things. I don't know why. And I'm gonna have to turn that off. Hold on, because they're not gonna stop calling. And I don't know who it is. It's an unknown number. Okay, so that's the whole point of this is getting prepared and getting finances. And so in this, there's a lot of things that I've learned in just getting to this point. So I wanted to kind of help brothers and sisters be able to get themselves together and generate money because I know that's the main problem. Coming out of Babylon, really wondering what to do, how you're going to survive, how you're going to sustain yourself. And I understand that it's not easy, and I know it's easy to say to people, trust the most high, because really it's all about faith, brothers and sisters. You got to have faith, and that's the bottom line. But, you know, I know it's hard, for our people to really just have that kind of faith, maybe, you know, and so I wanted to kind of give some, little tidbits of things that you can do that's going to help you, push things along because time is of essence. Things we don't have a lot of time. I showed you guys like the calendar and things like what I was seeing as far as time wise and what the Most High was showing me as far as the calendar. So I know that time is of essence. Every week they're talking about a new um situation as far as the jab and these things, variants and all kind of things. So we know the time is of essence. So I wanted brothers and sisters to start focusing on business because as America is trying to help their constituents, they're trying to help each other and bail each other out. We have to be able to take advantage of the things that they're giving. So what they're doing now, a lot of what the powers that be are doing are helping these companies bail out. They're providing ways that for them to get money so that they can sustain and move to next phases, either offshore or whatever. So brothers and sisters, you should as well start thinking along those lines. So I'm trying to give suggestions, and I don't want to say too much on this platform because it's this platform, but I try to encourage people to go on Patreon just because I know it's a little more isolated, but I understand that not everybody have money to kind of pay for Patreon. So I wanted to say to start thinking along the lines of business. What gifts and talents, because we all have gifts and talents that the Most High has given us, and that we should start working on those things so that we can generate money. Like, let me give you an example. Like, if you work good with wood, brother, I don't know what your trade is, but some brothers, they can do carpentry, they can build things. They, either working on cars or you can do delivery, a little delivery service to people where you can, if you have a vehicle or you have a way to move around, you can offer your service to deliver, to people and drop stuff off. And I know they have these kind of like Uber Eats and all these kind of things, but hey, you may be a little cheaper than Uber Eats. And if you have a good relationship with people, then you can, start your own business in doing those kind of things. If you're good with wood or building things, you can make things or you can do handiwork. These kind of things are small businesses. And even though it seems far-fetched, listen, this is how you can start. I say for sisters, making clothes, these are the things that I do. I make clothes. I'm, good at certain things with sewing and, all kind of things with the oils and, making fragrances and lotions and this and that. But some sisters are good at other things, and, with house cleaning or something. You can do a house cleaning business, or just starting small as something. But once you establish yourself as a business, it puts you in another bracket. Now, most people are concerned about when you do a sole proprietorship or an LLC, where you start to establish yourself as a business, then you got to pay taxes. So that's the main, problem, is because you got to pay taxes, and people try to stay away from that. But brothers and sisters, I just have to say that sometimes you have to pay a little to get a little more. So I wouldn't be so afraid to worry about taxes. That's your main issue of stopping you from doing something like opening up a business. You got to, at some point, you have to trust a higher, even in the small things or in the greater things. Some way around this thing, it comes down to you trusting a higher. So you're going to have to trust that you're going to make a way that you'll be able to pay the taxes when it's time. Or when you leave Babylon, you're going to make it. It's the same thing. It's just a matter of where you are in the spiritual realm when it comes to your relationship with the Most High. You have to trust that He's going to carry you and take care of you as long as you do your due diligence. And the due diligence is first stepping out on faith. You have to trust. You learn to trust the Most High, and you do the things that you're going to do. So if you find, like, like, say I'm posting a lot of jobs on a Patreon, I give jobs to people to give them ideas, the things that they can do and start to prepare, and some people are not like, they may ask for a college degree or, certain things on a level that maybe certain people aren't, you know, capable. So, that seems like, oh, something that you can't do. So that's why I'm suggesting now that you be able to start your own business. If you feel that you may not can come out and get work right away, or, you feel a little intimidated, even though it's not that hard, and it's, where there's a will, a higher will make a way. And that's just how it is. But faith is always a factor of you really understanding that and moving in it and operating in the faith. So creating your own business is another option. Now, you may can start on a small level. Listen, I was operating with my businesses for years because it was online, and I wasn't registered here in Jordan as a business owner. I was only operating as a sole proprietorship in the States. And it was tight, and it was, hard to maneuver, but it's not impossible. You know, maybe you can write books, self-help books, and all kind of things that will help you. There's many sites that will publish your books and get things at, going, if you can write and things like that. If you're pretty good at writing, or, teaching online, or giving some kind of course, anything that you know how to do, you can sell it basically. Okay. How much is the gold selling from there? I had it on paper, the ounces and things, but I don't have that book with me. But I'll send you a message. What I can do is send you a message on uh the prices. But you can buy gold here, and I haven't bought any more. I bought some silver at one point, but I haven't bought any more gold, so that I would know. But I knew a brother who had went. He asked me for the place to go, so he went down there. He purchased some gold and things like that. So I know the price, but I wrote it down. So, but I don't have the book with me. But I'll get you that information. Okay. You can buy gold here. And that's a very good investment, because at some point we will be, when this economy crashes or things start to get crazy, you can always barter and turn that gold in. Hold on. Also, please send me the link for the visa. Okay, I will do that. I will send you that link on Skype. Okay. Um Yeah, because someone gave it to me, and I do have a new link because the old one is not. And I'll even give you the old link too. You can check it because I had, he told me that it was working. I checked it, but maybe it was just maybe that day. So maybe, because he said you had to go through a whole nother another link. What he sent me before, you kind of got to go through it. The other link I had, it was just an application. You just fill it out and send it in. But this one, they kind of like was asking questions, and you had to fill out like a survey kind of thing. But I didn't go too far in it because, it's just I didn't need to. So I'll send it to you. Okay, so hopefully this will also be on Patreon and for my Patreon so that they can start. And I want to go into deeper some things that you can do. But I hope, is this clear for you, brother, that, trying to start your own business, setting up things there while you're in America so that when you're out of America, it won't be so hard because that's one of the things I had to deal with. I didn't have a lot of things set up, because I was not even thinking like that. Of course, I was thinking of coming out of Babylon and being off the grid. That was my mindset. I wasn't thinking that I would still be operating, that eventually I would even go get a job. I wasn't thinking like that. But once I got here, I realized once I was in the wilderness and I started praying to the Most High and, saying, I understood like, oh, okay, the water is not going to just show up, brothers and sisters. You're not going to just have food. Like until we're all in the wilderness together, when Israel gets here together. Now, we don't know what that process is going to be like. Like I said over the years, people who say a lot of people like always talk about the ships of Tarshish, let's say. They're like the ships of Tarshish, well, when the ships of Tarshish, but they don't know what that entails. You may have to swim to get onto that boat. You need to know how to swim. You may not be able to readily just get on the boat like that. What is going to happen in between that time? Because see, the whole thing is that Israel is being tried and tested. People are going through things. Yeah, I hear you, brother. People are going through things. This is not just a show up and everything is okay. We're being tried and we're being tested, brothers and sisters. And the Most High said in Second Ezra, by what our works, by what we believe. So you got to be on the right page. You got to be on the right mindset with the Most High. You got to be, your faith has got to be there, and you're going to be tried and tested. So a lot of people, when I notice when they come out, they're not ready for these tests. They're not ready to be tried because as soon as they're tried, they're going back to Babylon. The first thing they do is go back to Babylon. I was thinking, what if I bought a boat and come on the what? On the boat? Well, that's an issue. You can come by boat, but you got to also be prepared and know how to do a boat because the Most High has said He's going to calm the seas so that the tribe of Gad can come back. But that's timing. You have to be the right timing for that because with Esau, a lot of these Africans be trying to come over from one country, from Australia to Africa, and this, and them boats be sinking, capsizing, and all kinds of things. So just know, it's you have to be prepared. You understand? It's not. That's why I'm saying about you have to know the circumstances in which you'll be dealing with, because a lot of people think, oh, the ships of Tarshish, but they don't understand what we're being tried and tested. So whatever path you choose, know is going to be a test. It's not going to be just, oh, because if that's the case, it will be easy for you to come out of Babylon. It's been a test. You even getting out, right? That's the same with me. It wasn't easy when I was leaving. You know what I'm saying? But I prayed and I fasted. And as soon as the Most High opened up the opportunity, I had to make that move. And I did. And I didn't think twice. But listen, I was tested along the way, and I can give you a quick story that when I was planning to leave, now, the first the Most High allowed me to leave. I didn't even have money to leave, brothers and sisters, and I was out of work. My car had crashed, and I was unable to go to my job that I was teaching in California. And in California, you need a car. Either way, I'm leaving this place. Praise the higher, brother. Get out. That's how I was thinking. But listen, I was online looking for help on how to get out, and I ran across this couple who was claiming to help people. They said they help people come to Israel because that's where I thought I needed to go. I was going to Israel, and I was talking to them for like 2 or 3 weeks as I was preparing to get out of Babylon. Upon After like the third week, I'm talking to them and I'm preparing. They told me, "Oh, don't worry, they have a place for me, this and that." I was like, "Cool." Then they asked, "Okay, so how can we see you? Send us a picture." Now this is maybe a week or two before I was leaving, right? They asked me for a picture. When they found out that I was black, they totally stopped dealing with me. They left me high and dry. After almost a month of us communicating and them letting me know that they were going to help me, they had a place for me to stay. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Within a week, they shut down and they would not call me back. When they found out I was black, because now I think about it and I understood they were trying to help other Israelis come to Israel. It was only for Israelis. And once they found out I was black, they shut it down. So now I had my plane ticket. It was a week or so before I was to leave. And I had to, make a decision. Am I still going to go? A lot of people would have bailed out at that point and canceled their flight because I didn't know nobody in Israel. I didn't know where to go or what to do. I just know the Most High was telling me to leave. And so at that point, I had to make a very, very serious and scary decision. And I chose to leave. Anyway, I got up out of there. But guess how the Most High did me? See, and I was being tested. He was testing me. And when I left, I got on the plane and I had booked a hostel in Jerusalem. That's where I was going to go. I was going right to Jerusalem. And I got on the plane and I met another lady who I sat next to on the plane. And we started talking. She was very nice. And she was an Edomite because those people who I was talking to, they were Edomites too. They were Edomites. And she helped me. She was like, "Oh, because I had a hostel book. I was just going to go to a hostel." She said, "Listen," because she was from America. She said, "I'm going to be there for like 2 or 3 weeks. I have a big old house. You can come and stay. And then after I leave, you can go to your hostel. It'll give you enough time to learn the area." And I was like, "Wow, okay." So I took her up on the offer. It was a blessing. Praise the AHAYAH by Hashem Yeshaya. And I was able to go. But it wasn't until I got on the plane. It was like the Most High was testing me. And that was one of my tests. And I had many. And I didn't let that stop me, though, that those people pulled out on me at the last minute. So I'm saying that to say that there's many tests that we're being tried. The Most High really wants to see, are you really willing? So he'll present certain opportunities to you to see if you're going to take it. And that is, what I've experienced over and over and over. I know I've been tested many, many times. So don't be afraid of the test that the Most High may put before you, because the scriptures say we will be tried through the fire, and some people more severely than others because it depends on your faith. So I just wanted to say that. So I won't hold you guys too long, brother. I won't hold you too long. It's already 40 minutes that I've been on. So I just wanted to give this some little information. I'm trying to be consistent with the videos, guys, and I have to come every day. So I will try to do a little something every day. But I must check with Patreon to find out, did they get this video? If not, I have to make sure that it goes up. And it's information that I want to give that I don't feel comfortable putting out on this platform here. So I have to figure out how to get more information to you guys so that you will get prepared, but think about a business. Think about something that you can open up, brother, that you can do. I mean, I know you have different trades. Even guys, you can open up a store. People like how they do on eBay, you selling used stuff on eBay or on the stores. A lot of people are doing these shops where they sell stuff, sell old stuff, used stuff. If you get opportunity that people throw away some stuff, take it to the cleaners, clean it up. People will buy stuff. They buy antique stuff. You'd be surprised, brothers and sisters. That's how the Most High will bless you. But you have to put your foot forward with it. Some people do garage sales and all kind of stuff. You can buy stuff on the street and take care of it, clean it, and put it up on your page and sell used things. It's amazing what this internet does for people. So I give all glory and praise to AHAYAH. I'm going to go to Patreon and I'm going to try to put this on in case they didn't get it. And hopefully I'll be back tomorrow, guys. So if you want some more information, I'll just be, getting myself together here. There's a lot of stuff that the person who used to be in this office has left. So, there's a lot of things that has to be packed up so that when they come and get it. But I'm so excited. I'm global. I'm international. Praise AHAYAH B'Hashem Yeshaya. So, and I will show you some more things that I'm doing. Like I have a little place for sewing. I have my where I'm staying set up to sew, but I also sew, and I want to hire maybe 2 Jordanians who can sew to help me because I'll be making some new dresses and things like that. Okay, I just was thinking about that. Oh yeah, what you said you was thinking about? Yeah, stuff online. Yes, brother. Start setting it up now before you leave, and I will try to. Can you download Skype? Can you download Skype, brother? Babakaya, on your phone, so that way you don't have to pay for the messages. Do you pay for the messages? Praise AHAYAH, brother. Yes, we need a lot of help. So yes, I'm going to download it today. Yes, because then I can send you stuff. I can't send you stuff on that on the way it's set up now. But if you download it, then I can send you stuff. Okay. Oh, you're in the month. But so can you download stuff? Can download Skype to your phone? It should be free. It's free. Yes. Because other than that, you have to pay for those messages, don't you? Don't you have to pay for those messages that you're sending on Skype? Okay, brother. I don't. Yes, I can download anything. Okay, praise the higher. So then, yeah. So today, let me know. Send me a message that you got to download, and then we can start, and I can add you to the Skype also that I have because. But I'll talk to you offline. Oh, it's all included in your monthly bill. Oh, I see. Okay, well, praise the higher. Yeah, so download it because it's free. Those messages, you know. So bless you. I praise them. Love you, Israel. I pray y'all making your way out of Babylon. I pray you preparing, but think about what kind of business you can do, okay? And start setting up business, okay? Okay, Shalom. I give all glory and praise to AHAYAH, AHAYAH, B'Hashem Yeshaya. He's so merciful. He's making a way for us, Israel. He is merciful. Bless you. Shalom.